I went over to Dad's house today. I see you're living with them.
You came over today?
Yeah. I called out to you, but you didn't answer. And I thought it was rude.
I didn't know. Maybe because I was in a meeting. I had an online meeting today.
That's a lie. You're just an unemployed adult child living with our parents. What do you mean you had a meeting?
What? What do you mean?
You're not working, and you were probably just playing video games in your room. You called that a meeting?
I have no idea what you're saying. I work from home.
There's no way I'm going to believe that. You're full of it. I know you're at home doing nothing, even when I take my husband to go visit. Aren't you always too shy to see us?
Why are you just assuming everything? I don't think that. I really was in a meeting and I didn't know you came over.
Well, if you insist that's what happened, go for it. Shouldn't you move out already?
What do you mean?
My husband and I will live with them. Because even if they're living with you, Mom and Dad don't seem very happy. It's better if they live with us.
Why would you say that? You've never said you wanted to live with them. In fact, you said you'll never live with them.
That's because it was that old house. I knew you moved, but I didn't know it was to a condo. So you're kind of a parasite, aren't you? Isn't that a little embarrassing?
I don't know what you're trying to say, but aren't you misunderstanding everything? You're just assuming everything.
Aren't you in your 30s? Aren't you embarrassed to be leeching off of your parents? You should want to become independent. Normal.
Lisa, aren't you misunderstanding something? Why do you think I'm leeching off of our parents?
Isn't it obvious? You don't have any income. And Mom said it was stressing her out.
Huh? Stressing her out?
Yeah. Having a daughter in her 30s who can't do anything and can't live alone. She's probably getting some hate from the people around her. Poor thing.
What do you mean, poor thing? You don't know anything.
What do you mean? Mom said it, so it's a fact.
What exactly did Mom say?
That Rachel is always cooped up in her room and she's worried. So that's why she lives with you.
She said that. Mom said that.
That's right. You didn't even realize that you were making her worry. Why don't you move out already? An unemployed adult child is an embarrassment to the family.
Why is it that, even though I'm explaining things for you, you still don't get that I'm not unemployed, but I guess if Mom said that?
Get out, you parasite! Get it through your head that you're causing trouble for the family.
I'll check with Mom. Lisa came over today.
Yeah, she came.
I didn't know. I would have rescheduled if I'd known in advance.
It's not like she came to see you or anything. I just thought you were busy.
You know that I'm working, right?
Why are you asking me that?
Why would you lie to Lisa if you knew the truth?
Lie?
You said you were worried because I'm unemployed.
I never said that. I said you were in your room a lot. You're cooped up in your room all day on the computer.
Of course. I'm working. I'm in front of the computer for about 8 hours a day. But I think that's the time for all office workers.
What do you want to say?
Why would you lie to my little sister and not tell her the truth? Because of that, things are getting a little twisted. She's saying that she wants to live with us too.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun?
What? So you're telling her to come live with us? So that's why you're just saying stuff.
I'm not just saying stuff. You don't have to get so mad.
Of course I'm mad. You're saying things that aren't true. In any case, make sure you explain everything to her.
It looks like the introvert is not at home today.
I have a business trip today. Besides, I'm not an introvert.
A business trip? So you're still doing the working act?
It's not an act. It's the truth.
Well, never mind. I'm making you leave anyway.
What?
I decided to kick you out of the house. You don't have to come home anymore.
What are you talking about?
Didn't I tell you not to cause trouble for our parents? We're going to be living with them, so get lost.
Parasite. Did you listen to what Mom had to say?
I heard enough. She said you are a pain.
What? She really said that? I mean, I guess that's possible.
It's your own fault. A parasite who's almost 40 that's still living in her dad's condo. My husband and I are going to live with them, so you can go from being jobless to homeless.
Okay. Good luck.
Good luck to you too.
I'm getting tired of fighting with you. So I'll move out like you wish. It won't be my problem if you regret it.
There's nothing to regret. We're already moving. So I'll be throwing out all of your belongings in this house now.
You know it's a crime to do that, right? I'll get my things tomorrow, so just leave it. After that, I'll consider you a stranger. I'll contact you later about my things. I'm working. What do you want?
Rachel, we need to talk. Are you not telling me something?
Huh? What am I not telling you?
Something different than I imagined is happening. Something's wrong.
I don't know what you're trying to say. What do you mean?
Dad is telling me to pay rent. What's going on? Why do I have to pay rent?
Why? Because our parents are unemployed. You changed the name to your husband's, right?
I thought that was just about changing the property owner.
Didn't you think it was strange that the contract was under my name?
I thought that was just so that Mom and Dad could leave you. Their unemployed daughter. Their assets.
There you go, assuming everything again. There's no way our unemployed parents have any assets.
What?
You didn't know that I was letting our parents live in a condo out of pity? Of course not. That's Mom's personality.
What are you saying? You're pitying them.
Well, yeah. Our old house was so worn down, and they were so deep in debt that they had no other choice than to sell it. So they came to me saying they had nowhere to go. And I rented a big condo so they could live here too.
Wait, what? I don't get it.
I'm saying that condo was under my name, and I've been the one paying rent. It looks like you misunderstood everything.
That can't be. Why is this happening? You're not just an unemployed adult child?
In the society where working remotely is normal, there really are people who can't change the way they think. Like, they don't know about the real world. Anyway, I was earning a lot from working at home, so I was able to afford that condo.
Really?
Why would I lie? Even a person who misunderstands everything should get it after being explained this much.
So, our parents really couldn't afford rent? And we have to pay from now on?
Yep. They probably thought that they wouldn't be able to pay rent if I moved out. But now they're probably going to leech off your husband. They probably thought it would be easier if they made you work too.
That's why they were asking when I'm going to start work. I trusted them. I can't believe it.
You just didn't know because you kept your distance from them. Good luck paying off your debt and having to deal with their parents.
I didn't know they were in so much debt. There's no way I can pay rent and pay their living expenses. We have our own debt too.
I thought so.
What?
I thought it was strange because you said you wanted to live with us all of a sudden. You and your husband probably had debt, and you wanted your parents to help you. How unfortunate. You don't have parents that you can rely on.
How much is the rent, by the way? Is it something that I can pay?
Around $1,700.
What? What are you talking about? That's 4 months worth of rent for our old apartment. That's crazy. I can't pay that.
Then maybe you'll be kicked out.
Can you come home immediately? We already gave up our apartment, so we have nowhere to go. Come home and take care of us.
What? Are you stupid?
Excuse me?
There's no way I would be happy to do that. Being kicked out has freed me. I get to live my life without being burdened by my parents.
So, it's true then.
Parents in debt and you guys in debt. You'll make a good match.
Don't say something so cold. Rachel, we're family, right? I didn't know it was like this. Come back and help me. We have to help each other because we're family.
You just assumed everything and tried to kick me out. There's nothing you could say. I told you I would consider you a stranger, didn't I? You're no longer family.
You're joking. I apologize for saying too much. I didn't think this would happen. I'm sorry I misunderstood everything.
Even if you apologize now, I don't think anything of it. Well then, goodbye.
Wait! Don't abandon me!
Good luck on your own. After that, of course they couldn't pay the rent for the condo. And they were forced out. They also had to pay the penalty for contract breach and went into more debt. The husband thought they would be freed from their debt and agreed to move in, but was furious when he was left with no place to live. Lisa was served with divorce papers and was left by her husband, and became homeless with her parents. I hear she's working day by day, looking for a steady job. It looks like she's going to be leached off of by her parents for a while, and she regrets misunderstanding everything. Well, it's too late for that now. On the other hand, Rachel was freed from her trashy family and is now living a wonderful life on her own. She deserves it after living the life she had up until now. Ken, is it true you quit your job?
What?
I talked to Austin's wife, and I heard that you left your company. So now you leave your house a little later than usual. I can't believe you would keep something so important like that from me.
Hold on. What are you talking about? I've been telling you that I was going to leave my company. I even came to you for advice.
What? What are you talking about? I don't remember that. If I'd known, I would have never allowed that.
Wait, I don't understand. I've told you several times. I've even been preparing to leave the office for over half a year now. I said my previous project was going to be my last. I even told you last week when I quit.
I've never heard that before.
That's your problem. You weren't listening to me when I was talking.
That's not true. Even if that were the case, shut up. You should have checked to see if I was listening to you.
Wait a second. I was talking under the assumption that you were listening.
That's not my problem. I don't know what you were thinking, but the fact that you were fired from your job is out of the blue. How could you do this? How are we going to live?
I wasn't fired. I turned in my resignation.
I don't care about that. Have you decided your next job?
I told you, I don't plan on working for a company. But you don't remember that either, do you?
I don't understand. This totally calls for divorce.
What? Divorce?
Of course. I can't be with an unemployed scumbag. I wanted to become a celebrity. I married you because you were a high-class worker, but you quit your job, so you're worthless now. So there's no point in being with you.
So you thought of me as an ATM? You married me to become a celebrity? You really came out and said it, huh? Did you really not listen to a word I said?
So I'm moving forward with a divorce. I can't be with a man like you. I didn't think you were that much of a scumbag. To become unemployed at this age, you're a total loser.
You're right. I might look unemployed for a few months. I want to use that time to fulfill my dream. I've prepared, so I know for sure that we'll be okay.
I have no clue what you're talking about. I can't deal with unemployed men following their dreams.
Didn't I tell you that I'm starting my own company? Or did you not hear that either?
Oh yeah, lots of people do that. Try to make their own company.
What does that mean?
I just can't. I'm leaving. Have the compensation money prepared.
What compensation?
Of course. Because you're leaving your job. Didn't you get a little severance payment? All you have to do is hand that over to me. I'm also filing for distribution of property. Okay then, I'm moving out. Be sure to wire me the money later. Got it?
Of course I don't get it. I haven't said anything before, but Liz, aren't you having an affair? So isn't it a little crazy if I'm the one who has to pay compensation money?
So what?
What?
I've been married to a good-for-nothing man. I would have gone crazy if I didn't.
It's pretty impressive that you can still turn it around like that. What was our marriage then? Never mind. I won't ask for any compensation. And I'll give you a little money. I'll agree to the divorce.
Of course you will. Not just a little. Wire me plenty of money. Or else I won't forgive you.
I never thought we would get divorced like this, but knowing that you only thought of me that way, I can't be with you either.
What are you still complaining about? Bye. Hurry up and wire me the money. You piece of trash.
That's enough. I'll be talking to my lawyer from now on. I'll go forward with the divorce. Goodbye. Thanks for the memories.
Hey there. I saw you on TV. You're the president of a company with 300 million in annual sales? Wow, you moved up the ladder big time.
Huh?
I mean, I always knew you would someday. You have a different aura than others. I saw your success on TV, so I bought a big condo.
What are you talking about?
What do you mean, what? We're getting back together, aren't we? I'll even let you pay for the condo. Are you happy? Isn't it great to know that you can get back together with me?
I don't have a clue as to what you're talking about, but how can I help you?
What? Are you still holding a grudge? It's okay, I forgive you. Even though you pissed me off by quitting your job without telling me. I'll get back together with you as a prize. I bought a big condo, but you can pay, right?
Who is this?
What?
You can't just text me out of the blue. Who is this? Are you an ex-girlfriend?
What are you talking about? This is your ex-wife, Liz. You're not seriously asking me, are you? You're just trying to get my attention, aren't you?
Oh, Liz. That's right, I remember a Liz. I thought I deleted your number right after we got divorced. Maybe I forgot.
What? You really thought about deleting my number?
What? Why? I have no use for you, so it shouldn't be a problem.
No use for me? That's not a nice thing to say. You finally get a text from your ex-wife. Aren't you being a little rude for treating me like this?
You called me a scumbag and threw me out like a piece of trash. Aren't you the one who's being rude, bouncing back the second you hear I'm rich?
What are you talking about? I never did that.
I don't understand why you would make me pay for your condo too. Why me? I'm just a stranger now.
I'm saying you don't have to be a stranger anymore. I'll be your wife again.
What?
That's right. That's what you really want, right? You're just saying that to get my attention. Don't you really want to get back together with me?
I have no idea what you're saying, but honestly, I had no idea who you were when you texted me.
What?
I got remarried and forgot all about you. Sorry, but talking to you is a waste of time. What do you want?
What? Huh? Remarried?
Yeah. Why?
What do you mean remarried? You're joking, right? You loved me. You couldn't have gotten remarried without telling me.
What? Anyone who gets married will care for their wife. I cared about you and loved you. But you treated me like garbage. And even divorced me. Why would I still love you?
Wait, so you don't love me anymore?
You said you wanted to get back together? But that's just hilarious.
What's going on?
There's not one part of me that wants to get back together with you. Your existence was even erased from my brain. That's how much I didn't care.
Isn't that a bit harsh?
You thought you could remarry me when I got rich? But I'll tell you something. The possibility of us getting back together is zero. Or actually, less than zero. The possibility of us seeing each other is also close to zero. It's only natural I have no intention of seeing you.
Are you serious? You used to love me so much. How can you forget about me that easily?
It was 5 years ago. Even when we were married, you were awful. By the time we got divorced, I had no feelings for you. In order to start my business and follow my dream, I gave up my good salary and quit my job. The wife that I believed would support me didn't listen to anything I had to say and filed for divorce. What do you think?
That's true, but I was stupid back then. I've changed a lot in these 5 years. The person I am now is meant for you, Ken. Let's start over. We can be happy now.
I'll rightfully decline.
Why? This is crazy.
It's not crazy. I'm happy right now with my wife and kid. Work is great and everything's going perfectly. Why would I take the option of getting back together with my awful ex-wife? Why would I choose that? That's crazy, don't you think?
Then we're really not getting back together? You're going to abandon me.
It wouldn't be abandoning because we were already over. The fact that you think it's still going on is a mystery to me. I'm happy. I don't have time to entertain scumbags like you. Good luck.
Wait, then what about my condo?
Huh? What about it?
On the assumption that we were getting back together, I already signed the contract for the condo. I'll go broke if I have to pay this.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But if you could buy a condo, you have to be earning some money, right? Why don't you just pay? It's not my problem.
Even if I'm earning money, there's a lot that goes out. I'm actually in a lot of debt right now. It's fine. We don't have to get back together. Then, can I be your mistress?
What?
You should be able to afford one if you're rich. All you have to do is pay for the condo. I'll be your mistress, so just pay for the condo.
Are you okay?
What?
I don't plan on breaking up this family. And I don't need a mistress. I don't have any interest in you. You can beg all you want, but we're not getting back together.
That's a problem for me. Can't you just pay for the condo? Please! Please pay!
How desperate are you? I told you there's no way I'm paying. Will you cut it out already? We're complete strangers now, so leave me alone. There's nothing in it for me to get back together with you. You don't ever have to come back.
You don't have to say that much. I really love you from the bottom of my heart. Getting remarried without telling me, that's awful.
Shut up. If you really loved me, you wouldn't have looked at me like an ATM. It's not like it all disappeared from my memory. It was an honest mistake not deleting your number. So I'll be sure to block you this time.
What? Block me?
Don't ever contact me again. Well, good luck with your condo. Don't ever step foot into my life again. Liz begged to get back together with Ken, but was completely ignored and eventually blocked and lost all forms of communication with him. When she tried to get a hold of his company, his lawyer called her and instead asked her to pay compensation money for all the affairs that she had. She was shown proof of the affairs that were not revealed at the time of the divorce and was put in a difficult spot. There was also a cancellation fee for the condo, so she just ended up with a lot of debt and no condo. It seems she's grieving and saying that it wasn't supposed to turn out this way. It's a result of her being shallow and selfish, so she got what was coming.